All of my state me that it says you trying to get back on the next. I'm trying to get back. I need some laundry.
What's good, chat?
Good.
How you guys doing today? How you guys doing? Hope you guys having a good day. I really appreciate everyone for popping in here. It means a lot. Thank you for taking time out of your day for you to be here. We're gonna have a lot of information. No, TradingView is free. Actually, you don't have to pay for that. It's free, but you can pay for it. I pay for it, but you don't have to pay for it. It's actually free. So the first thing we're gonna have, if you have TradingView pulled up on your computer, please just type in 1. Okay.
Oh,
Okay, everybody have TradingView pulled up. Okay, perfect, 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 perfect. I'm just gonna scale up here. I need to turn this off actually. Everybody got TradingView. Perfect, perfect. Okay, so first things first, we're just gonna talk about what trading essentially is. Trading is a skill that you're able to make money on. Sorry, I have to mute you, bro. It's a skill that you're able to make money on. You can only make money on it in 2 ways. The first way is a sell. The second way is a buy. So essentially, this is a sell, as you can see. And then the next one, this is a buy. I'm gonna add this buy, so you can see. So there's 2 ways for you to make money. Trading only goes, the charts only goes up and down, or it goes sideways. So sideways is like this. This is called consolidation. Whenever price is doing this, I tend to stay away from this. You don't have to press 1. You can just do in the chat, yeah. But the main thing is you just have to have TradingView pulled up because we're gonna add like indicators for everyone, and I'm gonna explain like the trade I took today. So sell anything above this line. This is the line that you're currently gonna sell at. As you can see on the right hand side is the points. These are called points. Other people call it pips. I usually like to keep it simple and just call it PPP, or some people call it personal personal PPP loan or something like that. I don't know. Some people call it that. But this, if you want to do a sell trade, anything above this line, I guess I could put it here. Anything below this line, you make money. And the same thing goes for buy. Anything above this line, you make money. And consolidation is this. If price is doing moving like this, so it's like a little scribbly line. It's kind of confusing. Stay away from that unless you want to do scalp trading. Scalp trading just means whenever price is consolidating, but you know where price is going to go. So usually in consolidations, price will do this. Like it will just go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. Like that. That's what price will do in consolidation. Otherwise, you can use the buy or sell method. I'm going to remove this. So that's 2 ways for you to make money on trading. And the next thing we're going to talk about is sessions. There are about 4 sessions, I believe. There's New York, there's London, and there's Asia, and some people call it Tokyo. I like to call it, I like to use London or Asia. Those are the 2 I prefer. So in New York session, can I change my letter to black, please? There we go. So in New York session, this is New York. Sorry for typing. This is New York session. It is from 8 a.m. So the session starts at 8 a.m. This is when it starts in the morning. And then 9:30 a.m. EST to I believe 4 p.m. This is when the session ends. Now, usually a lot of people like to trade New York. Me personally, I'm not gonna lie, I prefer Asia because Asia has like a lot of like high volatility rate in the past 3 weeks. Asia is from 7 Asia is from 7 I market open, so 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. 5 p.m. to 3 a.m. is Asia session. And with this, it has low volume, high consolidation. Stay away from Asia sessions. You tend to really lose money in this. And then New York session has high volume and then lower consolidation. So that's New York. These are the time frames. So the next one is London. London session. Me personally, I do not like London session, and I'm going to tell you why. London session is from 2 a.m. up until I think 1 p.m. or so. And then London Open. So this is like essentially bank trading. This is when the bank, like Wells Fargo, Bank of America, this is the time frame they use for them to trade. So in the market for trading, right, there are about, let's just say, $100 billion being made every single day. Every single day, there's $100 billion being made or being lost every single day. There are people making about 50 million a day that you probably will think I'm capping when I talk about it. So the results that a lot of people are seeing, like Trey by side, that dude, the money he's making is 100% real. I'm not gonna lie. So these are the two types of volumes. Sorry, I'm trying to type fast in here. Volumes, and then there are two types of trends, right? Volumes are, sorry, I'm gonna type in here. That's better. Two types of volume. There is news volume, which is NFP plus CPI plus PPI plus tariffs. So these are the volumes for like these are like the news volumes. And then the next one is, everybody love him so much, Trump. This guy right here, Trump. He's like the next one below that. And then the next one is high impact news. So two type of volumes, as you can see. I don't know where that went. Okay, there we go. Two types of volumes: news volumes, NFP, CPI, PPI, tariffs, and the next one is Trump and high impact news. So with the buy session, essentially, it's when you have the amount of money you want to make on here. If you are in a goal in a buy, right? Anything that has to do with war, it escalates the market. Anything that has to do with peace, it the de-escalated, nice, de-escalates the market. So this is something that you have to keep in mind. Like when Trump got elected and he was putting tariffs on like these countries, everybody was trading was just spamming buys, 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 because they know when the news network come out, everybody's gonna get into a buy, bank is gonna get into a buy, and the sellers will have to push the price down eventually when the trend ends over time. The next one we're gonna talk about is trend. So there's two type of trends. There are a trend, which is equal downtrend. This is the first one. And then this one is what part of the trend are we on? So this is what they call indication, right? Indication is the what part of the trend are we on? Are we on a downtrend or are we on an uptrend? And I'm going to just kind of scale down here and then reset my chart. So I'm gonna go to 4 hours time frame. I'm sorry, 1 hour. Me personally, I like to use, holy, this is so congested. I'm so sorry about that. I like to use the 4 hour time frame, usually is best for trading sessions. That's if you have a live account, right? If you have a live account, you can use the 4 hour time frame, 1 hour time frame. This is what I use for indication for minutes for it to tell me where price is going. So if I have to figure out, okay, the indication, if you look on the chart right here, as you can see, price is going on a 4 hour time frame, price is going down. So there's no way you should do a buy unless you're scalping or unless price reaches a new low. A new low means when price pushed down from this top to this level, or it pushes from 1 second, from this new high to this new low. When price is doing that, then you can enter a buy. Because usually the saying goes, what goes up must come down, what comes down must go up. And this is basically like time frames, trading sessions, war escalations, two type of volumes, news volumes, trend, downtrend, indication, what part are we on? And then since I clarified this as an indication on 4 hour time frame, we go to 1 hour. So you can see 1 hour time frame, price is showing you here that is an uptrend. But in reality, if you go to a day, it's actually a downtrend, right? So it's something to keep an eye on before you place any trades, because I will, and then the next one I was going to 15-minute time frame. But before we get into that, we're going to start doing, is my screen sharing here? Okay, okay. Yeah, because sometimes I do talk a lot, bro, and I just like ramble too much. I'm gonna delete this. So the next one we're going to do is we are going to go into my 5-minute strategy for my Alpha Future account. For some reason, this does not. What is going on, bro? This does not want to update at all. Okay, I'm gonna resign. I'm gonna relog in actually, and I'm gonna show you my account that I have for Alpha Trading. We're trying to put up the live account, so Olivia's gonna have to do that in a little bit. Okay, still doesn't want to show. All right, trade history. I closed it. All right, so I'm gonna switch my screen to trading view. This is trading view. This is what people call prop firms. Prop firms essentially just means you buy an account from $80 to $100 depending on the amount of account you want to start. So these are the challenges: $79 a month, 110 a month, 50K, and they have different type of categories of plan: zero plan, advanced plan, premium plans. As you notice, the price do changes, and the rules here you have to watch out for that. If you have any questions about the rules, drop it in here. There's a couple of people in here that know how to trade. So if I can't answer them, I'm sure they're going to answer them for you. But this is Alpha Future. I dropped the link in the Zoom chat so you can check that out if you have any questions. Now we're going to do my indication for my indication settings for Alpha Future for trade on TradingView. So this is the trade I took on this was Tuesday, well essentially Monday, because market opens at 4 p.m. and then goes until, I'm sorry, market opens at 5 p.m. because we're CST, and it goes until 4 p.m. So it's closed for an hour. So $723 I made yesterday, 678 I made today. And this is a funded account. So as long as I keep making the same amount of money over time, I don't have to make 700, 500. All I have to do once the account is funded, I just have to make $150, 150 minimum dollars. Now we're going to go into, let me pull this up. We're going to go into setting up indication for your settings on TradingView. What I want everyone to do, I want everyone to go to indication right here. If you guys can see that. I can't see the chat right now. So if you are, I'm gonna pull the chat up. If you're at indication, let me know so I can see what's going on. Let me know. Just type one if you're at indication right here. Indication right here. Okay, bet, bet. All right, everybody's in here. Indication is right here. It's, as you can see, it's next to the time frame. It says indication right here. And then you're going to click that. I want you to click indication. And then where you're going to set you up for indication, we're going to do two things. But the first thing first, we're going to add our indicator, which is the 10-in-1 different moving averages. Now, when I was starting trading, I kept losing, bruh. I kept losing money because I was trying to be a genie. And usually I like to figure stuff out on my own. I'm like, oh, I know what I'm doing. You don't know what you're doing. Like, it humbled me so fast. So I realized like this right here helped me make a lot of money because I understood what the chart is telling me. The chart is there to help you. So we're going to click, you're going to search up 10 in 1, and then there's going to be this one, 10 in 1 different moving averages. I'm going to go as slow as possible so everyone can follow along. So 10 in 1 different moving averages on TradingView. Can I copy this? Can I copy this? Yes, this is in TradingView. This is in TradingView. So 10 in 1 different 10 in 1 different moving averages. It's also going to be recorded too as well. It's being recorded right now. So we're just going to click it once. And then I have it pulled up. It's going to show up right here on the left side underneath sell. And then once we click 10 in 1, we're going to go here, hover over where you see like the 3 dotted lines, or I'm sorry, the circle right here that says settings. Can you guys see that? It says settings. You click here. I'm going to show you that again. So we're going to go to indicators, and then 10 in 1 moving averages. You're going to click this, and it's going to drop it down right here above. And you're going to X out of this. And then next, you're going to hover over where it says settings, and then it's going to pull this up. So once you have this up, let me know. Let me know once you have this up. Now, the next step we're going to do is we're going to select MA1 and then select MA3. Select MA1 and then select MA3. And then we're going to change the SMA to EMA. SMA to EMA. We're going to change that SMA to EMA. Now, once you've changed that, we're going to change the numbers in the middle between EMA and normal. We're going to change it to 50. Make sure you're only selecting three, MA1, MA2, and MA3. And we're going to change the numbers, every three of them, each of them to 50. Now, me personally, I like to select any colors that I want, but since everyone's following along, we're just going to make it easier. So we're going to do the so once you change it to 50, change the normal to 15 minutes, and then change the second MA2 to I believe 30 minutes, and then change the third one to 1 hour. 1 hour. And let me know if you guys are there. 1 hour. And then next you're gonna change the colors to me, I'm gonna do red, yellow, and let me see here. Red, yellow, and let's do blue A. Blue is pretty. Bruce blue. Let's do blue. Why do I have oh, because my stuff is on right now, huh? Hide that. Okay, there we go. Okay. All right, so this is the settings. So once you've changed this, and if you have these lines pulled up, this is what we're going to look at. These are these lines right here. And what the MAA does, I'm sorry, EMA does, it shows the higher time frame in between. So this is as you can see when you click the settings, it shows I'll pull this up. It shows the 15 minutes red, the 30 minutes yellow, and then the 1 hour is blue. So these settings are going to help you when to trade for trading. This is going to help you. Now, you're not failing in trading because you don't know enough. You're failing because you know too much. When you know too much in a space, like if you're learning chemistry or learning engineering, like if you know too much and you go and take a test, it's kind of hard for you to focus. So when you have a strategy on how you can study, how you can better your time and be more efficient, this is what helped me over time from to understand trading because it wasn't about like a slice switch, even though it took a lot of time. But these indicators help you explain where price is going. Now, style visibility default. Yes, leave the style and visibility. Don't touch those. Leave it at this default. Leave everything the same. Only do inputs. Only do inputs. Perfect, perfect. Now, I'm going to explain why this strategy is so important because this one, so it will show you the higher it will show you a higher, yeah, I got you. I'm gonna explain that in a little bit. It will show you the higher time frames between the indicators. And then next, it's going to what the EMA does is if the EMA are stacked pointing up, so you can see if it's stacked pointing up, if they're stacked pointing up, only go for a buy, only go for a buy. So EMA right now, as you can see, 1, 2, 3, they're pointing down. So when they're doing this, there's no way you should be able to do a sell. Do not do a sell. The only way you should do a sell is if, I'm sorry, if this is pointing down, do a sell. Do not do a buy. I apologize. Do not do a buy because if the EMA is showing you the lines are going down, it's telling you price is going down. When the EMA shifts, as you can see here, right here, it shifts and is going up. When they're stacked like this, 1, 2, 3, it's telling you price is going up. Usually, when people get better with trading over time, they tend to just have one indicators on a specific time frame, right? Because they know, oh, okay, I'm going to trade this one, I'm going to trade that one. I know what's going to happen, but this is going to help you understand where price is going to go. Instead of you scalping and trying to figure out, like, people say trading is gambling. Me personally, trading is not gambling. Once you understand it, it makes everything easier. Now the next one is if EMAs are stacked, pointing down, only go for sells. Only go for sells. If they're stacked pointing down, only go for sells. Only go for sells, as you can see here. Only go for sells if they're stacked pointing down. Now, when you go to so this is the 1 hour time frame. When we go to the 5 minutes, because this is like a 5 minute strategy, right? As you can see, the charts look a lot better. So what I would do in a 5 minute strategy is I will always look for a new high and a new high and a new low when you're in a 5 minute strategy, 5 minute time frame. Sorry about that. Because when you understand when price makes a new high, it always sells. When price makes a new low, it always buys. This is literally what's been going on with trading for over and over again. This is a new high right here. And then price sold down. Once it created this new high, it sold down to this level, or it sold down here. And then price created a new low, as you can see, a new low, and then it went back up a little bit, and then it came back down. As you can see, the trend always continues over time. Now, I'm gonna delete these. I'm gonna delete these. So marking up your chart, essentially, it helps you over time understand what the market is doing. Some people like to get in trades that are like this. Like this is good for you to get in this trade because if you go on a 1 hour time frame and you scale from here, you know, okay, price is going to go down on a 1 hour time frame. But when you go to 5 minutes, it's a lot different because it's showing consolidation, right? So we're gonna delete the 3 drawings. And then the next one, once we have the indicators set up, the next one we're going to add are going to be sessions. And I believe I did this not too long ago. Okay, so it's here. Let me turn off EMA. Okay, these are the sessions time frame. Let me see here. I want to show you guys what to actually search up to find this. Okay, so now next we're going to go to indicators. Again, we're going to go to indicators again for you to turn on sessions. And then I'm going to get into why sessions are important. So once you have that type 1 in the group, it's called sessions, algo, SESSIONS. And then we have Lux algo. Sessions, Lux algo. Usually when you search up just sessions, this is what pops up. I have it starred too, so you can star them. I like to use this one the best. And then you're going to open up session. You're going to click it, X out of here. And then we're going to go to settings. We're going to go to settings for sessions. So once you have that pulled up, let me know. Let me know once you have that pulled up. Why can't I see this? Shout out Jew. Jew is telling you guys what these terms are. I should low-key be explaining it. But I just want to be able to get this set up. So shout out to Jew for that. He says consolidation is when there's an equal number of buyers and seller and price action moves nowhere within a period of time for the ones who don't know what consolidations is. So essentially price doesn't know where it's going to go because there are buyers and sellers fighting to take over momentum. And then once you have sessions pulled up, you can just go to settings. What I usually suggest, you can change these colors if you want. You can change these colors. Me personally, I would take off Sydney and the time frame with Tokyo, I would take it off as well. I don't really use Tokyo that much unless I'm on my live account. I will use Tokyo. But all you really need is New York and London. London is from 7 a.m. to 4. New York is from 1 to 10. So within that time frame, you understand what's going on. And also keep in mind with the time zone as well. Minnesota is CST. And then once you have that, you can just click select. But as you can see, the time frames just show you the ones that have the most volume. I'm going to reset this. Um, holy. Okay. I'm just gonna switch my trading session. Go here, actually. Turn this on, turn that off, and I'm going to go to 1 hour, reset. As you can see, trading sessions are different time zones where you can trade and the market opens for each sessions. So the first one is Tokyo, and then there's London, and then there's New York. The reason why a lot of people like to trade New York is because New York has the most volume in a session. So it's when like the bank opens in America, in North America, South America at like 8 a.m. and then they start to trade. Otherwise, Tokyo is the opposite because it's Asia. They're 11 hours ahead and they open up at a different time. So when we go on a 1 hour time frame, as you can see, price is telling us that it's pushing down. In this term, when it starts pushing down, you have to understand like you cannot do a buy unless you want to scalp to a level and then you change it to a 5 minute time frame. And then when price reaches this level, so if it reaches this new this new low, price is telling you if it goes past this, like here, 1 second, if it goes from here, it goes past this, right? Price is telling you it wants to sell. In reality, usually what's going to happen since it's on like a a sell. Geez, I need water. A sell trade. It's telling you it's not going to reach this level because there's not enough sellers for them to push this down. But as you can see, price is going to consolidate. It's going to go down here, go down here. But if it doesn't reach here, you can do a buy if you're trying to scalp. It's what I'm essentially trying to say. And then with the EMA, I'm going to explain what those are. EMA just means that you can trade within where the price is telling you to go. And what I use is I call this like the 5 minute strategy. 5 minute strategy for EMA. And then what I'll do is there's three ways. There's bias, which is number one. This is what I use for me to identify what's happening. Bias is number one. And then number two is counter trend plus FVJ. Number two, counter trend plus FVJ. And you guys can write this down, or I'm going to share the Google Doc with you. Counter trend FVJ. The next one is FVJ inversion. So this is technically entry. And we're going to put this as number three. FVJ and entry, put this as number three right here. So on the 5 minute time frame with the bias, what you need to look for on the bias is your trend alignment and the inversion entries. Now, usually with these EMAs, the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, the 1 hour is telling you where price is going to go. Now, the all display should be on the 5 minute chart. So I'm going to change this to a 5 minute. All display should be on the 5 minute chart. Now, as you can see here, the EMAs, there are two EMAs that are going down. So it's the 15 and the 30. The 1 hour is still showing a bullish momentum. Now, when the EMAs are stacked upwards, which means all is pointing up, you only look for a buy. Now, if they're bearish bias, so before you enter any trade, the first thing you need to look for is where is price going? Where is price going? That's the first thing you need to look for. Where is price going? Is price going up or is price going down? On the 1 minute time frame, price going up or is price going down? So once you understand that, so you have, okay, my first thing is EMAs are stacking downwards, downtrend, right? All is pointing down, yes or no? Question mark. Yes, it's showing all is pointing down except for the 1 hour time frame. And it's only doing that because there's no volume, right? And then now you should only look for sales at this point. This is where you should look for. Only look for sales because it's pointing downwards. Versus if it was in this trend right here, so you see this little reversal within this time frame, you have to catch that. But price is always shifting. So that's why the 5 minute scalping is very important for people who are doing prop firms. If you're doing prop firms, you have to use this strategy. If you're doing prop firms, you have to use the strategy. Live accounts are a little different because you have to have capital for you to spend. And also you have to look for more you have to look for more volume over time. Shout out to Drew. He is putting some information in the chat. If you have the time, definitely look at that. Definitely look at that. Shout out Drew, man. I appreciate you. Now, the next one, once you have the bias is already there. So we were just gonna do that. We're gonna do a check. We're gonna do a check. Okay, so we're gonna do a check by changing this to, let's just say, change it to red. All right, that's checked off. We know price is going down. On the 5 minutes, price is going down. I gotta go to 1 hour actually, so I can see this. Is this too big? Okay, price is going down. We delete. I mean, we're gonna keep that there. Keep it here. Price going down. Now the next one is you have to wait for the counter trend FVJ. So if it's bullish, you have to wait for a temporary bearish pullback, right? So what that means is price is going down right here. So it's bearish. It's going down. Bearish means when a bear swipes down. Bullish means when a bull swipes up. So this is how I use the terms for me to understand the term bearish and bullish. So when price is going down and you are looking for the counter, what you have to wait for is price to reach a new low. So it's usually best to just go on a 15-minute and just wait because price will fake you out, as you can see here. So it will create this, dude, it will create this fake out. So it goes down here and create this fake out. Oh, price is going up. No, price is not going up. It's faking you out and it's going to go down. So what I look for is I reset and I look for the level where price is going to reach before I even click buy. So when you go here, 4 hours time frame, when you go here to here, there's nothing that you can target when you're trying to set up your analysis for entry, right? This would be like a FVJ, for example. There's none for you to set up for your analysis. So you just leave that and just kind of scalp and wait to see where price is going to start going up because this is like a very, very massive push downwards, right? Very massive. So we're going to delete this. Now, once we have the counter trend and the FVJ, so we know, okay, we're waiting for a bearish temporary pullback. So it's not happening right now because we're in a sell trade because price is going down. The EMA is telling us that is going down and wants to go down. Now, the next thing we're going to look for is the bearish momentum. So now when it's bearish, we have to wait for a bullish pullback. Now, what a bullish pullback means is this right here. Price, we know price is going down. This is telling us it's going down. This is telling us it's going down. So a bullish pullback is what you see here. Price will come here to this level, create a new low, and it's going to pull back right here. So the moment price pulls back, you have to understand it's already in a sell trade. So you have to enter when price reach a new high. Now, this is the hardest part of trading. I struggle with this a lot. I'm not gonna lie. I struggle with this a lot. But when you are patient and you have to sit on your desk for 30 minutes to an hour, just wait. Don't rush. Just wait. When you enter this trade, you scalp, and that's when you understand, okay, this literally works because 90% of the game is patience, bro. Um, oh my goodness, what just happened? 90% of the game is patience. So we go to 1 hour. 1 hour tells us price is going down. 90 of the game is patience. So what I would do if I wanted to short, price pulls back. It has a bearish pullback. I'm sorry, a bullish pullback. Now we have to indicate that this is our entry for FVJ. This is our entry right here at the top. This is our entry. And then now we're going to do a short. So we're going to put price. I'm just going to delete this SVJ. I'm so sorry. Go here. I'm just gonna pull it here so it doesn't. So we enter a short trade, and if you look at the chart itself, you go here, so you can see the stop loss is above the new high. It's above that, and then when you enter, all price is just going to do is going to follow the trend. It's going to follow the trend. That's the game of trading. You have to be patient, and you can't just enter whenever you feel like you want to enter because I be thinking all the time, like, hey, I want to be able to make money right now. But when you're patient, you get rewarded for your patience. And that's the number one thing everybody struggle with trading is like they just want to rush into it. But now this is a strategy that you can use on a live account, on a prop account. This strategy on a prop account, I've probably last week I was consistent last week. I had 5 days, one trade. No, I took a couple of trades today. I took 8. I'm not gonna lie, because I kind of had to like scalp a little bit because I had the meeting. So last week we had about 5 days, green, one red. I rushed my entry on that one because I was trying to get out of there before market closed. And on the other hand, when you look for the pullback again, so pulls back on this one, right? You close your trade, it hits TP, boom. Now you wait again for your entry, you go short, does the bearish pullback. It goes up your new high, beats the previous high, sets your stop loss right here above the new high, and then you place your stop loss either here or all the way down here or here. Either way, you're in a good position for you to trade because then the EMA is telling you, hey, we want to go down. You have to trade down. Don't trade buy. When you want to trade a buy, the EMA is going to start creating this structure where it's going to go up. Right now, it's not showing us that. So our head, we should be thinking, we're going sell, 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 sell. This is a strategy that I've been using for prop firms for about 2 months now, and it works. Like it actually works. Let me go here to so we have our counter trend. We found an FVG, our fair value gap, and then our entry rule should be short setup, should be this. I'm gonna copy and paste this in here. Short setup should be this. So you can see once all these are checked off, price below FVG, you enter it in there. And then your stop loss should be from previous candle low or high or swing low and high. And then your take profit should target the previous liquidity, which we showed here. So the new high, the take profit should target this if you really want to go here, but I would suggest not to do that if you're doing a sell. Usually go somewhere between the line. One is going here, new high. You can put your take profit from here. Stop loss. So target the previous one, this one I would say, or this one right here. Either these two. Either way, you just have to be careful when you're doing these trends because when prices start creating a new low or a new high, then that's when it's telling you, hey, we're going into a buy trade. I'm going to drop this in here in the chat. I'm going to drop this in the chat so hopefully everyone can be able to download or have access to this document. So then you'll be able to use it when you're trading. Um, when you're trading. Okay. All right. So now, okay. Let me just I'm gonna do this copy. I'm gonna download the PDF. Current tab. Just do one tab. Download the PDF and I'm gonna drop it in here so you guys can have access to that. Usually best when it's a Google Drive, like a like a link where you can share it to people that are public. Save. Oh, actually, I cannot share that. I'm just gonna copy this one. Okay, so here I'm gonna put this in here. Put this in here right now. Yeah, Meshach, you can unmute. Does it show you that? There you go. So that's the document right there, as you guys can see. That's the document. You can click it and it's gonna show you like the strategy itself for what I use. And then
Ask you that.
I'm trying to lot. Yeah, go ahead, Meshach.
Yeah, so how long have you used the EMAs and how consistent do you find them with market structure?
I would say it's consistency. I would say 80%.
80%.
Sometimes when you get this trend here where they're interlapsing between each other and then you kind of have to like scalp because it's showing me that it wants to go down. I
Hmm.
lose when it's like doing this, but when it just has like these like clear definition like hey, we're separated, we're both going up up up, then that's when I know price is going that way.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's don't you use EMA too, right?
I was more of like market structure, but I just took a trade right now on gold. I just took that sell using the EMA and it worked really good. So I guess I should try it a little bit.
Let's go. Yeah, bro. I'm not gonna lie, like I was gambling a little bit with trading. Like I'm sure everybody saw like the that loss I had. That was just 100% gamble. But EMA's work is just the patience part. And Meshach actually, if you guys don't know this guy right here is a freaking prop firm legend. Like This dude make K's on properties. So don't get fooled by he's asking these questions. He knows what he's talking about.
I learned from Danny. I learned
Okay,
from
bro.
Danny. He's tripping.
I'm telling
I
y'all, man.
appreciate it though. Appreciate it.
Always, bro. Always. Yeah,
I
so you
bet.
could definitely try this strategy. I'm going to drop this in here because some people are saying um they can't use this. Let me see. Let's see how long you both. I started trading in, I'm not gonna lie, November. Um, started trading last November. I studied for like a month. I just took notes, like literally like let me show you guys this. Like trading, people think trading is like it's literally like a class. Like these are all my notes that I was taking. Like you just have to keep studying. Like that's the game. You have to find strategies that work for you. Yeah, so I'm very new. Oliver, does that link work for everyone? Like 2019? Yeah, bro, welcome. I still have a lot to learn. I'm not gonna lie. I just love helping people because I've learned like a lot of people out here are trying to charge courses and stuff here and there. But if I can feed you information that you can feed your family, like, why would I charge you for it? What do you trade though, Jew? Nah, I definitely appreciate that, bro. Drop your Snapchat too. I could definitely hit you up. I love connecting with people. It is 8:52. I'm gonna talk about one more thing. This meeting's gonna be recorded. I'm going to post it on my YouTube as well. It's going to be, let me see here. I'm gonna delete this. What you guys need to look for with the trading as well as market. Oh, that's literally the question he just asked. Market structure shift. So I'm going to go, holy, I took notes on this. This was like 3 weeks ago. Where is this at? Okay. So what we're looking for with entries on market structure is this right here. I'm gonna just let me delete this. Okay. I'm gonna do so we have these. Oh God. There we go. We have that. And then we have uh this. So, sorry, the lines are not the best, but and they will do for now. So we have these we have trends, right? How trend works is if anything breaks, like price creates a new low, new high, new low, new high, new low, new high. This right here on the left side, this is a uptrend. And how you know this is an uptrend? If and only if it has higher highs and higher lows. That's how you identify uptrends. The next one is a downtrend. A downtrend can only happen if it has lower lows and lower highs, right? This is how you can identify these trends to help with the EMA strategy to see where price is going. Now, with what you're seeing with the structure, you have to wait because price always retracts from here. When price creates a new high, it always sells. Always look for that. It always sells. And usually the trend will continue for about a day and it will move into the 1 hour or 4 hours. That's why I always say before you start doing your check off, like the EMAs, the FVG, and understanding your entries, go to the 1 hour first, see what price is telling you. This price is telling me it wants to sell, or price is in a uptrend or a downtrend. And then once you identify that, you can start doing your check offs. Because the game of trading is having a strategy. Once you have a strategy, everything just clicks and it makes it easier for you to trade. Sometimes you will lose a trade, but then you'll come back, you'll have more wins than losses. All you have to do is just be patient and enter at the right time when price gives you that indication. So when you go to the 1 hour, everything has to align, like everything. Everything has to align. Once everything aligned, you have to use the 4 hour and then Once you go to the 4 hour, you have to use the 1 hour. And then once the 1 hour tells you that, you have to use the 5 minute. 5 minute just shows you like the structure of price where you can scalp and where it's going. Usually it moves pretty fast when you're at that 5 minute mark. But then when you scale to the 1 hour, it tells you, okay, it's going down. So then I know I have to enter when price is at a higher, is at a new high. And then when you enter a sell, that way it always flows into the direction of the 1 hour and the 4 hour. Trends does not change over time unless something significant happened. This is what I realized. I'm going to go to gold. Let me show you guys something. This is my check off. So you can see, have a bunch of marks here. This is my, so this was April 17, 2026. Trump announced the ceasefire for Iran. I promise you not. When he announced that on the opening day of market on Sunday, price sold up until April 29th. From the 17th, from the 17th, April 17th to April 29th. These are the type of trades you want to have to get into because this method is called swing trading. This is what swing trading is. So when you do a short from, let's just say you enter right here, right? You enter right here and you hold this down up until this level right here. Take profit down here. And your amount in your account is, let's just say you have about, I'm just going to give an estimate, 4,000. And then your loss size is, you're pretty confident that this is going down because it's indicating the news network is telling you, okay, we are going to be at a peace. Everybody wants to be happy. Now, price is going to sell. Your chances of making from April 17th, April 21st to April 29th, $39,255. If you have a 5,000 account and you do a sell trade and you just let it ride for that long of a time frame. This is what I want you guys to understand with trading. It's like it works when you understand how the chart works. Once you understand that, the chance of you making money in trading is endless. And price is always doing the same thing. It's going up, going down, going up, going down. But that is going to be like the entries for now. I know you guys have a lot of stuff to do, but I don't want to talk too long. FVG means fair value gap. Fair value gap. Oh my God. Oh, I need to put that in there, bro. I need to put that in there. It's like it's basically a chart pattern indication of a market imbalance. So when it starts to move in like a fast direction up and out. Yeah, there we go. Man, Jew, bruh. I like this guy. Excuse me. Yeah, absolutely. You can connect TradingView to Liquid Chart only if you have a 100K account. Oh no, no, no. Wait. No, you can't. You can't connect it. On Meta you can connect it. Yeah. It doesn't have on here. But you can use what I use for my other trading, I use Oyanda and then where is this at? You can use Webull. I know Johnny uses Webull as well. You can use that for a live account, either this one. Um, TradeStation usually works. Forex, don't do Forex. You cannot trade futures on there. At least I haven't been able to. I don't know if anyone trade futures on Forex. Um, yeah, anything that shows in the broker, like for you to find that, you could go to trade right here, and then it shows you all the broker they have, and you could just like click this and then go to their account live or demo, and then create an account. Yes, sir. Thank you guys so much for showing up today. I really appreciate it. We are going to stop right here. It's only an hour. I hope you're able to just grasp the understanding of trading. And I know sometimes it can be too much when you're looking at the charts, it's not making sense, but I hope this makes sense. This will be live. Make sure you get the PDF as well. So when you start trading, you can use it as well. Once you understand this strategy, I guarantee you anyone could trade. Stop paying for courses. I ain't gonna lie. I don't do that anymore for Amazon or Walmart. I just figure like this is the best way for me to teach people how to make money. And once you use this strategy, you'll be able to understand market and how it works. But if you guys have any questions, definitely hit me up. Let me know what questions you have. I'm going to be on my computer until 1 a.m. So I'm here if you guys have any questions. Meshach, I appreciate you for joining. Xavier, appreciate you. See, Big Bro Oliver, Jewel, John, Jordan, Eman, Lacey, Daniel, Striker. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you guys so much for joining. I hope this makes sense. But yeah, before we leave, we gotta play that Drake, man. Iceman on top.
Yeah. Add to dust, the dustiest
Yeah.
been fucking with.
Yeah.
MIA
Yeah.
probably,
Yeah.
probably was, but you probably forgot. My white label had to go white label shit when he stepped out his body and finally got hot. Give me the truth like I'm picking a lot. Me and white bitches been kissing a lot. When it comes from the shit that I do for the ones that I love is between them and I. Your Honor comes to the court, any officer pleaded so that you could cut off some time. Nowadays, y'all don't want to put in no work. Y'all just want to jump to the front of the line and hurry and run out the nine. Baby boy, please. I heard what you said to little bro about me. Yeah, when he run into the ice, man, what you gonna do is freeze. You're not about to squeeze. You're not in the streets. I'm cutting niggas off at the knees. They ain't no standing on business with me. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. Give me a motherfucking seat. If I'm lying, I'm flying economy. I bet I know who I see. You know how I fly because I land at the beach when you can see me. You whisper my name because the way that they carry, you can't even speak. Yeah, you can't even speak. What's my name and don't say it too.
Someone said where's Youngboy? Youngboy's not gonna be in here, man. Hey, love you guys, man. Hope you guys have a wonderful night. Catch you guys tomorrow at 8 p.m. We're going to do this again. I'm gonna have more information for you guys. Peace out. Have a blessed day.